this funny conversation last night. Her husband and my fiance, they were like, Jana asked them, do you like our podcast? And they were like, no, with your accent. This Slavic Bulgarian accent that we had. And we were like, oh, tomorrow it's three of us, not just two. It's three of us Slavic women.
Yeah. Well, usually I got from people a compliment about my accent. They find it's very sexy. But sometimes my own man said to me, yeah, with your, he's saying like on a Dutch, of course. Yeah, what you think, what he said?
Oh,
My lovely buitenlander.
oh, you're lovely.
Yeah, my lovely
foreign wife.
buitenlander. So,
Oh, it's not that bad. I thought something more sexier in serious.
no.
Import wife. Import wife. Like imported whiskey.
No, just buitenlander. And I said like, yeah, what you want? I'm living here for 10 years. I'm trying my best. I'm talking with my clients on English, Russian, Dutch. And I'm trying, to be just like who I am.
To do your best at the end of the day. Those are many languages that you speak.
Yeah.
And you know Dutch?
I know Dutch. I can speak. It's not perfect. But I can also communicate with people around me, with my clients. I can read important documents. It's okay.
But it wasn't
can I
like
say?
this maybe always. And when you moved here, you already spoke Dutch?
No, but I did learn Dutch for 1 year before I came to Holland. Yeah, it is who it is. We have accent. We can speak clear Dutch or clear English because we were born in different country. And it's our beauty, I guess.
And we need to embrace it.
Absolutely. For many years, I tried fitting in the Netherlands. I think for 6 years, I've been trying to fit in at the beginning. I moved here in my late 20s and I tried to fit in. And at one point, I lost myself because you will never be able to fit in. You are different and you will always be different. So at one point, I lost being a Bulgarian. I wasn't Dutch. And I was like, who am I? 1 foot here, 1 foot there, but actually nobody, no man's land. And then I said, I don't care anymore. I am who I am. I stand ground. I'm proud. And then I saw people started looking at me in a different way. Because what you feel inside, that's how people perceive you. If you have your doubts, your insecurities, if you don't emanate your true self, people can sense that. And sometimes you project your insecurities into the way people talk to you and you think, oh, they don't accept me, but it's not true. So it's a process. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen overnight that you accept yourself. But when you do, everything around you changes. And it's so amazing that you do the work inside. And Yulia is there as well. I can see it.
Yeah, I just did let it go. Just how it is, take me or leave me. So yeah, but it's okay. I love to be with people who also are struggling with this kind of things, and I see that you're doing also well. So that's why I'm not gonna apologize for my not perfect English or not perfect Dutch. So it's normal.
And did it affect your journey as entrepreneur?
Oh,
And
yeah.
what is the story behind this?
Yeah, well, when I came to Holland, I had no doubt that I will find a job here. My then lovely man, then because we are divorced already a long time ago, he said, like, don't be so sure that you're gonna find a job because it's difficult in Netherlands. I said, yeah, well, I will try. And the day 3, I got the job. I found the job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with my not really perfect English. So the only thing what I was afraid for is language. Because without language, I can't really advise to anyone to what I want to do with your hair, what I want to do with your makeup or something. So you can be a highly talented person, but without language, without communication, it's very difficult. So it was my problem number one, I thought in my mind. And after some time, I just went just in this river, and just thought like, okay, I will see how it's gonna be in the future. And my surprise was that the Dutch people really was so polite, so excited to see me, new person from Russia. Like, okay, who she is. So they was really, really soft with me and really with patient. So just let me talk, with my with the long hair, a beetje here, quarter, and it went well. It went well. So after some time, I thought like, okay, everything gonna be okay. And then in a few months, I create so big client
Client base.
base, yeah, that I was like, okay,
This means the
eh,
language is not the biggest problem here.
no. So
Maybe it's the taxes, maybe it's something else.
and then I was hearing a lot of compliment from my clients. Oh, it's so sexy, your accent.
No.
It's so sexy. It's like, okay, thanks.
And this is once again embracing it.
Yeah.
Embrace it because people like it actually. And they
People
like,
like
I
it.
believe they like more, not exactly the accent itself, but the confidence that you have while you're speaking and while you're being in the room, this presence, this confidence. This is what they like. This is what they are like, oh, I want this. I want to be like her. So it's about always, it starts from within and it's inner work you managed to do.
When I met Yulia, I thought, what a lioness.
Nice.
She was wearing this silk dress, naked back, big hair. She had this eyeliner, like really peculiar makeup. And I was very impressed. Tell us about your. So you started working in the beginning, but then you became an entrepreneur, and now you're a very successful entrepreneur. And at some point, you were a single mom, struggling, having a business, doing it all.
Yep. When my daughter was born, the doctor said after 2 days, they said that she has Down syndrome. So at this point, my life was like, I don't know what I thought, what I felt. But it's like, when you're standing on your own and you think, okay, everything is okay. Life is showing your beautiful way to develop yourself, to create something beautiful. You have wonderful work. You have a successful client base and everything. The people around, new friends. You're learning new language and everything. And then you create also family with your lovely man, and then the child come in your life, and they say that she has Down syndrome. I didn't know what it was, Down syndrome. I never read it about that or something. But at this point, I was just like falling down, like my stable ground was just disappear. And after that, I stopped working in a Dutch salon. I thought, okay, I have to focus on my child, of my family. I have to focus on myself because I needed to become this mother with a special child.
Yeah.
And nobody could tell me exactly what I have to do step by step. So I stopped working, and I became I became a mother with a special child. And I start my own business at home.
Oh,
At home. I built the room.
The beautiful room.
Yeah, next to the room of my child.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I
And
just
you've been
was
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go there very often.
yeah. It was a different house before, but now as I living in a new house, also with my salon at home. So I start to work for myself, and I was surprised that a lot of people, yeah, was so supportive, and they came and came and came to me and just be with me there. So yeah, this is how it started. And a little bit by a little bit, because the work is my passion, I start develop more and more. And now I am who I am.
Beautiful story.
Yeah.
And you're very talented. And it's amazing to discuss how we are made humans. We are on this earth to create. And especially if you're an artist, you have this urge to create and you cannot stop, no matter what the circumstances. And you're an artist who just continued creating, even in the struggles, even in the most difficult times, and you created a business out of it. And you always knew this was your passion, what you're doing now.
After school, my mom did bring me to her hairdresser, and I was staying there for a few days. And her hairdresser said to my mom, Yulia has a talent. You have to bring her to Moscow in one of a stronger hairdresser college. And I did study there 4 years. It was the best time of my life, I think. I met their best friends. I started to do competitions, hairdresser competitions, one by one every year, sometimes three or two competitions per year. And it was amazing. I saw that it's coming good. I can do that. It's giving me power. It's giving me energy, and I'm gonna follow this emotions and feelings. And I did it like every year till I came to Holland and did here like two competitions. The big ones is a Vela Professional, Trend Vision. And the first year, in 2015, I was in the finalist, one of the finalists. And then the second time in 2018, I won. So, yeah. And here I started something. And it was in the time when I was getting divorced in my down time, like I was so desperate, I think. When I sitting in a difficult time, I'm starting to create something more than I can balance that, like, okay, I'm gonna do this because it's giving me energy. And it's quite successful.
It's crazy because most of our problems nowadays, even as a business owner, like, oh, how to balance my yoga with my business meetings. And this woman here, she's balancing a special child, a business, and a divorce at the same time, which is crazy. How you manage to manage both of these things, all of these things, like taking care of yourself at the same time. Because taking care of ourselves from routine, from myself, everything else is coming out. Like how I'm going to take care of this child, how I'm going to do my work, like how you manage to survive you yourself.
Good question. I'm still learning to take care of myself. We was talking with Jana 2 days ago. I'm still learning because I knew about that I have to take care of myself. When my daughter was born, one of the doctor, psycholog or something, I'm not really were really clear then. She said to me, she came to me and was asking like how I feel and this and this, and I was really crying and don't know how I'm gonna do that. Then in this condition, and she said like, you have to take care of yourself. She said it to me like, if you gonna collapse, your daughter gonna have no mother, you're not gonna be able to help her.
Yeah.
You have to think about yourself first. And then something was like, tick. And then after that, till now, my daughter is 8 years old. Until now, I am trying to put myself in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm trying because sometimes it's very difficult.
Yes.
I can still not put myself 100% in the first place.
Yeah.
It's always my children, my husband, my dad, my dad, my work, my clients, my parents,
So many things.
my cat,
Your dog.
my dog. So yeah, and now I'm little bit by little bit again slow down and just trying to focus on myself. Sport helping me a lot. It's something like meditation. It's something like be alone also, me time.
Yeah.
Looking like egoistic, like I
No.
won't be alone without nobody.
No, it's
But
not egoistic.
no, but you have to be sometimes alone.
Me time is extremely important for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to plan it in the agenda when you have such a big family
That's true.
and business and everything. You need to block your calendar. This is the time for me. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Life overtakes you, children overtake you, business overtake you.
Yeah.
There's no time for yourself. Before you realize it's too late, bam, you have a burnout.
Yep. I know everything about that.
Yeah. And you created a community around you for you were doing some kind of special detox, which I also joined.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
us
also
more.
supplements. One of the things what you have to think about that when you want to slow down your time and come to yourself is the supplements. Because we're not gonna win, we can't in this crazy speed of your life, you can't to have good meal quality with quality products, or you can't. You know everything what happened in the world. This is not a different story, I know, but it's all connected with each other. And then when you have supplements, what's gonna help you be a shape, because everything starts with your physically and emotional balance. So supplements, I found that many years ago, and that is the brand Coral Club. And I'm doing sometimes, I'm trying to do every year deep detox. This is de, hoe moet je zeggen, tegen parasieten?
It's
Parasites.
yeah, it's
Parasites.
fighting against
Fighting
parasites.
parasites, detox,
the body.
toxine,
Yeah.
and then vrij radicale,
Free
free
radicals.
radicals. Yeah. I'm trying to do that every year, and I feel there's a helping.
Spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Clean the body,
Yeah.
Clean the house
clean the house, clean the unnecessary businesses,
in your life. Yeah.
declutter. When I started decluttering this spring, I started decluttering every quarter one room. I started decluttering businesses and partnerships, which I don't need. And I also started the detox program. And all together, it just makes it one wholesome thing that you're doing because it's all connected. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
found it yourself. So it was a way for you to escape from everything, this detox thing, in your search for something to help you. And you got this, like, to make you go on the surface once again, to not drown. Was it like
Yeah,
this?
I'm still doing that. Like it's not a simple process.
Mhm.
Every day life bring you more and more, I don't want to say problems, but tests, and you're trying to build something and you're going this way. And this is important that you're like, you're going this way.
Yeah.
You not shut down yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very important that not like be aware. Okay, I can give up,
Mm.
or I can do something about that.
Yeah.
Deal with that. Okay, I have this because a lot of people have own stories,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very interesting because everyone have own stories, and everyone have own traumas, child trauma, struggling, and everything. And it's not fair to think that I am the special, how it is, it's all like this, and blah, 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 and cry about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to help. You can cry. Sometimes it's helping.
I cry a lot.
Yeah. But you cry and then you just stand up and go again.
Go again.
In the action.
Yeah.
I love what you said. There are so many people around the world where they, with their stories, everyone are struggling. You're not the special person who is always struggling on this world.
Yeah.
So deal with your problems like everyone else are dealing with their own. It's a good way to be like, to sharpen yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Exactly.
easy. It's not easy for everybody because people usually think their problems are the biggest problem. And especially teenagers. I have almost a teenager at home. She thinks her fight with her girlfriend is the biggest problem in the world.
Oh
But
dear. Yeah.
yeah.
You don't know the worlds.
I'm preparing myself physically and mentally to be raising teenagers soon. So I know I have to work extra hard because those years will be challenging. If we think we got this, we don't. Every day is another challenge. Every year is another challenge.
Face is another challenge, yeah, test. And you have to acknowledge that and just deal with that.
Just deal
But
with it.
nobody's gonna say you the right way how you have to do that. You have to find out yourself.
Yeah.
Find out what working for you.
Yeah.
And the one thing is like, okay, get the physical strong enough, yeah, and get it emotional. And that's why I'm very excited to come to your retreat. It's gonna be a Saturday, so I'm really excited because I never try it and I need it right now. Really,
Perfect timing.
it's perfect timing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe in that actually. Also, I believe in God, and I believe that He is always with me and help me with everything what I have in my life.
That
So
things come to you not just by accident.
yeah, it's the part of my agenda, my journey.
Yeah.
As a part. Yeah, it is. My friend, my Dutch friend, she told me one day, she told me like, accept it. This is part of a journey and trust the process. Trust. And I'm trying sometimes like, when?
I can't
When? No.
But
I went quit.
I love this
Yeah.
conclusion that you made. Get your shit together. Like physically, take care of yourself. Emotionally, take care of yourself. And after those two things are in a good shape, then you can take care of everything else.
And anybody else
Business,
also. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Exactly.
It's very important. I love this.
I love that. For conclusion, we can say what my husband always says to me: don't rethink your life before going back to the gym.
Mhm.
First, go back to the gym and then think about, do you really have those problems
Ooh,
and
that's
those
nice thing.
issues?
Yeah.
So go back to the gym, everybody, and just keep on fighting.
Keep on fighting. Yeah.
Keep on fighting.
Thank you for sharing and being so vulnerable and sharing your story. And I believe there are for sure many people out there who are going through this journey as well. And
Thank you.
I hope they can feel they are not alone when they meet you in online space.
Yeah, I love to be here and I'm very excited. what is life gonna bring to us. I love to meet you guys, and I love to see what's gonna happen.